Dr. Cicely D'Angelo. Blessing. All right, we're gonna start this over again. Let's play this one more time for you out there. So let's say, doo-doo-doo. Welcome to Food Alchemy Network. You have embarked on a journey of unbelievable resources and talent and understanding. Your body thanks you, your mind embraces you, and all your thoughts are trying, willing, and going into balance with yourself. Open that portal to the next galaxy, the next universe, the next dimension. Along this trip, our captain extraordinaire is Dr. Cicely D'Angelo. Allow her to guide you, introduce you, and embrace our guests with great resources from the unknown to the known to what we thought to remove the illusion that you have about yourself, your surroundings, and your vortex of the matrix of which you live. Let's go and embark on this journey through Alchemy Network. Dr. Cicely D'Angelo will be sharing and exclusive with you along with her illustrious guest that she has presented on this luxury network of Food Alchemy Network. So without further ado, welcome to Food Alchemy Network and welcome our guest and our illustrious host, Dr. Cicely D'Angelo. Blessing. Welcome, everybody, and happy 2021. I won't say Happy New Year because, like I believe in other times, this is really not the new year, it's another time. So I just want to give you the topic for the day, how to be in the world but not of the world. That is just a thought for the day of taking this new year. And there's some things that I also want to say because it's Spiritual Connection Friday and understanding our connection with spirit and ourself is a wonderful, delightful being. And at this time, it's needed more than ever to be connected to that spirit. It helps you balance yourself. It helps you guide you. In different religions right now, there's the letter of the year, the Orisha of the year, that tells you the fortunes and maybe the unfortunate years and how it can be turbulent, how it can be all kinds of, menagerie. So hold on to, I need to bring my glasses to me. My glasses. I can't see very well. So we're going to get down and talk about some of the things that we take for granted, like idly that we see with ourselves, like things like tripping, spilling water. These are different things that spirit tried to get your attention. A bird feather, spirit trying to get your attention. Candles. These are just different ways that spirit tries to get your attention that we have forgotten or don't remember or just take, like I said, walk for granted. Now, being of the world or being in the world, we don't have to partake about all the mangeries that goes on and the shenanigans and the skullduggery that actually is done on a daily basis by people, by colleagues, by beings of higher power and lower power of self. We don't have to be part of that matrix. We make our own matrix. We write our own story. As I've always told you, you are the author of your own story. You are the one that creates and bring things forth, if you will. So I want you to think about that. And what would you like to bring into 2021?
How do you see 2021 for yourself and for your loved ones? So it could be a beautiful thing, it could be an ugly thing. But I'll get back to you about the letter of the day and how it works. But like I said, you don't have to be of the world to know the world. And what separates you from others could be the way you walk, meaning how do you respond? Are you like everybody else out there, gossiping, thinking of all the misery without all the blessings? Are you one of those people? Are you one of those people that actually take everything that's going on and just see the beauty in it? That's just something to think about. How do you see these tragedies or these atrocities or whatever and think positive? How can you do that? How can you see how you can take them and be positive? Like a lot of people are separated at this time from their loved ones. During the most precious time, a lot of people like to get together when they're having babies. A lot of people like to get together when they're having weddings, graduations, funerals. These are just some ways that we are separated from others. And it plays on our mind, and it also makes us very vulnerable because we're not. And let me tell you some ways that you can do or some things that can be done. Um, you see, we take in the thing energetically, preparing yourself to be in the world. When you go out your door, do some Reiki work on yourself, pragmatic healing on yourself, mind work on yourself before you even walk out the door. Have your mindset and gratitude, no matter what is given at you, have your mind in that state of mind that no matter what's thrown at you, you're going to see the beauty of it. Um, and that it's going to enhance you or bring you something wonderful no matter what it is, like someone arguing or just like just someone arguing, just saying, you must be really having a bad day. And the only thing I can say is that I know during this time it's very stressful. During this time, people are a little bit crazy. So I just want to know, are you okay? And I hope you have a better experience for the rest of your day. That is something that helps a lot of people. Just those few little sayings. It can help you and bless you with that. It takes you to another level of understanding and connection. You know what, you guys? I'm going to scoot for a minute and go get my glasses so that I can see you guys. Um, mm, just for a minute, I'm going to scoot. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Hmm. Okay. It's all good. Okay. I can see, so I can type and welcome you to Food Alchemy Network. And oh, I don't know tonight. It's just, welcome to the show. So I figured I'd do an early show on Fridays to get the wake up of getting the information that we need to understand how we can connect, understanding spirit, but also how to make someone else's day as well as your day. And always, I believe everything is always with a meditation. When you start first, you start doing it. First thing you can do, first thing to do is do meditation. Because when you set your mind with the meditation, it helps. That's how not being of the world. It helps your mind. I think it helps your mind. It helps. It is mind medicine. Meditation is mind medicine. Okay. Okay. Mind medicine that we need to do. So, with that being said, meditation, first of all, relaxes the mind. It also enhances the mind. Okay. It it brings revelation. It reveals who you are. It gets you to go within and tune into yourself, the self you didn't even know. You know what I mean? So, mind meditation, and it takes away stress for the days. Listening to frequencies is another one. So, let me help you really understand some of those, things that can take the mind to another level. It is 333. Whoop, whoop, whoop. I'm just saying, what a way to be. 333. All about communications and what they have. They'll open up the doors for you. I had it written down, mind medicine. I gotta find it. I like when I have my things in front of me. And let's talk about some of these mind medicines. And they help people make mental breakthroughs, these mind medicines. They could be actually some psychedelics that they have. It helps relieve depression, suicidal thoughts. unworthiness. It does. And they have basically, they help get rid of anxiety, ADHD, ADD, and also helps relieve addictions, the mind medicine. So when you're meditating and you're going in, there's something like they have cannabis. It takes your mind off your pain when you do meditation, when you're doing yoga. These are actually mind medicines because you're incorporating in them to help you bring up things for healing. So instead of playing the victim, acting like a victim, but taking charge, what do you think that how that affect on your mindset? It actually gets you in a better state of mind. Biofeedback is a mind medicine, but also an auric medicine to help take away the pain or diagnosis with binary fields of medicine and hertz, but also colors, vibrations. These are things that change your mindset. Drinking tea is also another mindset medication, like drinking chamomile or valerian. These are things that keep you calm, keep you in a state of mind of relaxation, relaxes your nerves. Because when you're stressed, you put a lot of your body intense. Your heart is pumping faster, your blood is running a lot quicker and trying to get to the organism. So your liver is not processing, your kidney is not filtering very well. These are all things that come out of balance when we are not in our power and a seat of fine in tune. We also, our cortisone levels are out of whack. We tend to gain weight, we're fatigued. It leads your whole body when you're not well, affects this. So that's what I'm saying. Going for a swim, going and doing exercises, it pumps endorphins, serotonins. Eating a certain way helps the mind and the body get cohesively come together. You know what I mean? Comes cohesively together and it comes in an attunement. Smelling certain aromas is like a mind medicine. You're smelling lemons and oranges and limes. Those different smell triggers certain chemical compounds in your body to help the body get in a better mood or place, like lavender. Lavender, when I was a kid, my grandmother used to have lavender, put lavender in the pillows at nighttime. There were the lavender flowers. She used to put them in the pillows, in the pillowcase. So when we slept, that we had peaceful sleeps and dreams. She used to take lavender and put them under the mattress and the box spring, and just lay them and change them out so often. Because with these flowers, they release essential oils and the aroma comes through. And it gave her a chance to clean the dust mites, clean the dirt, the clutter, and remove certain energies. In a way, you're doing it physical, but in a spiritual way, you're cleansing. So to me, that is beautiful, doing that. So for her, cleaning was a meditation. Sitting down having a cup of tea was a meditation. Lavender, jasmine, peppermint, valerian, orange tea, these are things that relax the body. Ginger tea, that makes your body spice up and heat up. These are just things that we take for granted, not to be of the world. Instead of being, a person said to me that made very much sense, because someone had got on a thing and said the N word. And she said, we got to stop giving that word so much power when someone's saying, because it's a reactionary word. And it was like, wow. I had didn't think about it like that. We give it power because we associate it with something negative, but instead saying, look, the words that you said to me bounce off and I crumble them. Well, she paraphrased about a cracker and all that other stuff. So, in other words, let it bounce off and not have the energy effect that I let it have, and say, wow, look at and think about what is their mindset? What are their life must be like if that's the only thing they can think about, or that's the only thing that they can go to, is to use that word. They have nothing else better to do but to try to cause misery to other people by saying that word, and it gives them the power. And it's an illusionary power. So taking that, even that mindset, not worrying about it, it doesn't mean anything at the day is at the end of the day. It does affect our esoteric level, but we gotta erase it in our esoteric level to not give it that power. When someone is demeaning, it does play a psychological effect on our body. But now we got to figure out a way so it doesn't have an emotional effect on our body, because that also causes stress. So when I'm saying don't worry, these are things we got to think about, not worrying. And other things of just sitting down and sitting and appreciating nature. Like if you live by a mountain, looking at that mountain and just sending the mountain from your heart, sending the mountain love. If you live by a lake or an ocean, put your feet in the water and give thanks that you're able to put your feet in the water and to the ground, and talk to Mother Earth. Put your hand and talk to it. Thank you. Thank you for providing us nutrients and love and light and nourishment for this body. I thank you. I thank you for me to have a foundation to walk on. So that's what I mean, not being of the world, in the world. You take your the bad or the things that don't feel good and make it something wonderful. Make it a beautiful experience. So that's one set. The mind medicine, the movement, the yoga, the Faladafa, the Tai Chi. I got them. Too late. I got them. So these are movements, is the next thing. That takes you, when you're in yoga, you're in a certain state of mind. Yoga helps the body, mind, and soul. And it actually helps the body get in balance with self. You know what I mean? Faladafa does. I'm just putting this out there, get in balance. So, also, I think, people don't think about, what about colors? Colors is another form of helping. Color therapy helps you see things, and people might not know about Falun Dafa. And Falun Dafa is like a form of Qigong, but on a different level. Just like there's so many, is another form. It helps. It's an exercise you do, and you not only exercise your body like yoga, you exercise your mind, and you open yourself up for connections. It brings you peace, but also connects you to the center. That's a way of not being of the world. Also, not being of the world is not participating in gossiping. and what the Joneses have, what the Jans have, what the Karens do, and not being part of that circle, but also being part of the circle that is in love, in light, and your world, and showing how you can be connected, showing how you can go forth and do the things that you would have yourself go forth. And like I said, another, creating a collage of things you want to say to yourself is another form of bringing beauty into yourself. Go get a magazine, cut out letters, words, pictures, and make a collage of these different things, of different ones, of different this, glue it, paste it, whatever, and then write the words that you want to see, or put them and paste them at the words you see. And you'll see that things, as you work in that energy, the creative energy, that energy creates a different mindset. It brings a different frequency. It brings a different energy. So when you have the aromas, you got the exercise, you have the collage and pictures, you're engaging your senses. What about making something that is different that would be wonderful? That's another way to engage your senses and bring joy. Whether it's making a black forest pie to another level, just taking things, or a black forest cake, or chocolate chip cookies. My favorite are oatmeal raisin cookies. They are great. And I finally found a brand that has gluten-free cookies, but as I noticed, the package of it is small, but for the price, and it's a little bit more, but it's small. But why I think this is great, why I think it's great, because they didn't used to have this. And I was on my mindset, I was going to have to make everything from scratch, which I don't mind. And it'll bring me much more joy when I get into my new place that I'm moving to, because then I can have all my everything out and surrounded, not in boxes, ready to go and ready to move. That'll be wonderful, that I can make my bread, gluten-free bread, every day, and slice it up and just make enough for me to use for that day. I'll make my own French toast, make my own chocolate chip cookies and pies and all the things from that I need. As far as, I have my pancake mix. I made my own berries syrup out of blueberries, and I didn't realize that I like it until I went to my favorite place to go is IHOP. IHOP. They have the best maple syrup. They have the best strawberry syrup for me. So I figured, for me, why not make a berry compost and put it on there? And the thing is, I also don't do sugar. So for me, that's kind of difficult when you're going out, but now I'm looking at the beauty of like what there is. You see, like, take that thing is like I can or I can't have, or it's not there, and find some beauty that I can have it there. Um, so that is the beautiful thing about that. Now I get to come up with creative, beautiful recipes that I had when I was vegan, and now gluten free. So I'll take it on another level. I make gluten free Valerian brownies. I want to say about 10 years ago. And then I make kava kava cookies. So kava kava, you normally see them in like chocolate. But what I did is, a person asked me when I was in Arizona after I was making the kava cookies. They liked the kava cookies, but she wanted a kava cake. And the kava that I made was so potent and it was so good that she really enjoyed it. Now, taking too much kava can again, like with anything, taking any too much medication, uh, I want to say even Tylenol or can damage your stomach lining. But taking too much kava, if it's not processed properly, can damage the liver. So you need something to balance that. So being the mindset or creator that I am, that's what I wanted to do to create for them so that there would not be liver damage. And that's what I went about. See, it's something about, I love that chemistry, the combination of mixing things and making things work and seeing things. That's why I love crystals. And this is why biofeedback and doing the work of the meridians and the esoteric level and stuff that people normally can't see that has a formula comes together and just basically makes things be of sound mind. For me, that helps. Painting a picture of what I want to see is another way of distracting my mind from the things that I'm doing that might bring me a little bit of sadness. But also, I think about it like, you know, my daughter transitioned in 2015. And I was so sad, depressed, and went through a lot of emotions. But then I look at it and she's not here in this 3D form, this platform, in this plane, but she is also here as a spirit in a plane. And that's what I look at the beauty of it. That's what I look at the beauty of it. Because look, well, doggone it, this is totally great. She's here in another plane and she could communicate with me. So anybody that's out there, another thing is communicating with your ancestors, your loved ones that transition, and even your higher conscious self. Even some things as great as your archangels, these beings you can communicate with. This is not the norm for some people. So you walk in that energy and knowing that you have a deep connection with the world. You have a deep connection with the plant beings, the swimming, the fended beings, the bird feather beings, the the energetic beings. You have a connection of many galactic beings. You have that connection. And you can communicate and going in your mind and sitting there and just being still and asking for a message. And sometimes you might get ringing in your ears if you don't have tinnitus. You might they might communicate with you by dropping a feather. They might communicate with you like seeing a penny and it's the year that has significance to it. Spirits will communicate with you by being around you and having a smell or a sense, or you might even get a flash of a memory. That is the connection. That's why I said, don't worry. That is unnecessary energy. When you sit and you take your seat and know that you are balanced and feeling the love, even if you feel no one's love you, there are people that love you that don't even know you. There's people that love you that give you love and don't even know. Think about that. So, what I want you to do is put your hand over your heart, embrace it, and say, I love you. I love you. And feel it. I love you. And then take your hand from your heart and send that love out all around you and send that love forth. And like, Wow. Love is a beautiful thing. Love balances the world amongst the chaos. What I can say is stop watching the news. Stop watching these programs talking about a end and an end is near, because that does play a part in your mindset. It does play a part in your psyche. But surrounding and seeing positive images and doing mind magic and actually being part of wonderful energy and surrounding yourself with the support that loves you. That's the way to change the energy of the world. Because number one, you're not knowing what's going on in this chaotic, and you will know what you need to know when you need to know it. And then also, maybe so often turning off your gadgets for a period of time, or as simple as, to cleanse your body, maybe giving up meat, like meatless Monday or meatless Wednesday or whatever. Just change your diet. How about cleansing your body for a weekend, purging, get rid of all that, the anger, but also eating and doing a cleanse, but also getting rid of all the anger, the humiliation, the dislike, the discord, the disharmony, all the things, just getting rid of it. This is a way to get your body into balance. And while you're doing that, loving yourself, oiling yourself, taking care of yourself, pampering yourself, honoring yourself. That's different. And it's not an ego thing, it's a thing to get you in a great state of mind. It brings you balance. That the food that you eat, the water that you drink, the moves that you make, the things that you do brings you into balance, but also brings joy. And seeing when it maybe looks bleak, see the positivity in the bleakness and say, as that window close, a bitter, better, wonderful door is going to open. Not a window, a door. So just imagine the window being small and it closed because maybe everything you have can't fit through. But now a door is going to open, and then you and whoever else you belong can go through that door with the things that you want. So spirit works in mysterious ways of letting you know, look, I'm here for you. I got you. I'm going to rock with you, and through the baddest times, I'm going to make sure you okay. I'm going to make sure that you got everything you need. So I like that some people are night walkers, dream walkers. You know, anybody know about dream walkers, what they are and what they do? Let me see. I'm gonna give you time to figure that out. Hope you. And there's spiritual beings that do the dream walking. And let me give you, a dream walker goes into dreams. They can go in to heal themselves, to meet other ancestors, other galactic beings. And they go outside their body to make that connection, to connect to all of us being as one and coming from love. And this is sometimes done with a shaman or what they call a shamanic journey. I don't know if anybody, you know. And shamanic journey is going in yourself and understanding the world as what it is. Again, that does not, you're not part of the world. You see, being a dream walker, there are some dream walkers that are spiritual warriors that go in other people's dreams to help them protect themselves and give them the tools they need to protect them and their loved ones. So, because people have lucid dreams, and some bring in dream walkers for them to be able to come in. Another thing that you can do when you're dream walking is to channel. If you're a channeler, you can be connected to a dream walker. There's herbs that they have to help you go and be in a dream walking state. My friend was saying something about something called peyote. Peyote? I don't know, but I'm going to talk to some people about what taking peyote can do to you. When you go to a sweat lodge, that opens many doorways for you to get the blessings, to get the giving away a lot of the negativity and bringing in positive energy as well. And that state of being is like being in a dream state. And it helps if you have somebody that's able to move fluently around when everything's going around you, if you know what I mean. And some people actually, to go on their journey in life to see who they are, they go on what we call a vision quest. And they sit down and they figure out their journey and their life stories. These are just some things that are thought about and brought about. I don't know if you guys know about a medicine wheel. And each part from the south to the north to the east to the west, this is this medicine wheel. You have different medicines that help, whether it be rock, feather, plant, stone, energy that bring wind, weather is on this medicine wheel. Sometimes even animals are on this medicine wheel. And it helps you get in sync where you want to be on a medicine wheel. I think on Monday, I have a friend that's going to do hypnosis. That is another way of actually going in a meditation state of hypnosis. But hypnosis can be done by a person, or you can do your own self-hypnosis to help yourself. And actually connecting is another way of getting yourself together. Having your Akashic records read, your life story read. Some people's records or books of life are closed. And that's when we talk about walking in Dharma. And then some people's books are not. They're wide open because they're dealing with karma. And then we got to realize what karma and Dharma is. Understanding what they can do, how they can help you. Doing some things like past life regression is another thing of understanding where you come from and understanding where you want to go and your life experience. So that also help you with your experiences in this life and getting better. It's so much. So when I say we got work to do, and these things, if you're working on yourself, you don't really have time to worry about all the chaos that's going on in the world because you're so busy clearing you. And also, I want to tell people, do not be afraid of your shadow self because we're not always light and right. There's things that you can learn from your shadow self. There's understanding that you can learn from your shadow self. And there's many lessons that people will get to know from working with their shadow self. Many, many lessons. It helps to have a starting point for your healing. Sometimes we don't heal, our body don't heal is because we're dealing with karma from a past life and we're stuck. Um, there are people born with birthmarks from their past life. So you're seeing like our lives are intermingled even though we're here in this life. Our past life is still within us. And we can call on that when we go into our life journeys and figure out what it is that we did. And also, when you go on life journeys, it can also show you your future when you really get really, really well integrated with yourself or what the future holds for you. Sometimes we get readings like right now it should be the most busiest time for maybe a lot of mediums and shamans because they want people want to know what's going on in their future right now, what the world looks like, what's the aspect. And even the elites have someone that does readings for them to tell them what they need to do, how to make the connection. It might not be for your good, but the better. And sometimes they actually look on the darker side to repress people so that they stay on top. Just saying. But let's worry about us and not what's going on of the world. So taking a spiritual bath that actually removes different things, but these are baths that removes, but also taking a sweet bath after taking a bath of removal to bring in the sweetness and harmony and balance with yourself is also a good way. Lighting candles and talking, like I said, to your other realm and higher conscious self and bringing in and asking them to remove cord cutting, wearing protective jewelry, actually guard you from what's going on in the world. These are things that will definitely take you out of the world and bring you in a different realm. This is just food for thought, just food for thought, what you think. And I'm going to just leave you with that thought that what can you do? And I'm going to say good night. And I do want to say happy 2021. And do not be of the world, be outside it. Don't let the world make you, you make it.
Welcome to Food Alchemy Network, and you taking the time to relax with us. I want to wish you a blazing, blissful, wonderful time of return. I want to show you my appreciation from my heart for you taking the time out of your day and keeping me company on this rain of knowledge to the other galactic, to the other side of the universe. Thank you for being part of Food Alchemy Network. Food Alchemy Network, thank you. And the guests, I thank you for allowing me to sit in the seat and accompany you and share your source of information and giving it your most highest, supreme understanding, overstanding, and all of that above. So thank you, my illustrious guest. Food Alchemy would not be anything without you, my audience. Stay tuned, come back, and we hope to show you a rocking good time on Food Alchemy Network.
Okay, love, it's been real, and I hope that I helped in any way that I could to make your day a better day or evening.